Let me get real professional. Welcome to the first episode of the Perspective Podcast.
First installment.
Perspective Pod.
Okay.
Yeah, we first started this. This is the first episode, but I think we bring an important perspective to the people, and that's why we decided to start this.
Yeah, Broski's right. We felt like we had a different perspective to give to the earth, the society, the collective community that we also come from and we are a part of. So we said, why don't we start to share some of our more private conversations and how we think and how we operate, how we work? Why don't we start to share that with the world? Because I think that our perspective is not only valid, but it is necessary for the next generation to understand and to try to implement. So the podcast is really going to be a combination from not only us, but other people's perspective that we feel is going to help you not only lead a better life, but to have some type of
Impact,
impact and edify you in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Obviously, everything we're going to say isn't going to hit everybody the same, but as long as you can take a nugget or a key point from anything, we've done our job and we think we've done it well.
For real. For this first episode, it's gonna be titled "The Power of Starting." And
Powerful.
it means a lot for especially what we're doing right now. The first episode, starting this thing off right, starting off properly,
Just starting.
because even this, when we first spoke about the podcast, it was something, we're gonna do it in the future, gonna happen. But we just finally sat down one day and we were just like, let's do it now.
We
Why
gotta
not?
start. And I'll be honest, I was probably the one person that I was like, people have been telling me for years to start a podcast, to do it, to, just start. And I was always like, yeah, I'll start it, I'll do it,
Yeah.
eventually. But even in because all that really is fear. Even in my fear and me sharing it with my brother and him understanding where I'm coming from, he was the one that really pushed and said, we don't start today. It's going to be 2 years from now. We're going to say, damn, we should have started. So I got to give him props for even just saying, yo, buying the equipment, we're getting it done. Let's go. And I'm so happy to have him in my life to be able to push me and to start the Perspective
Now we have
Podcast.
you too, bruh.
And that's all love from this side.
All love.
Hopefully y'all can hear us clearly.
Yeah.
As you can
Coming
see
through.
from the background,
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, from the background.
Yeah, as you can see from the background, man, we are in beautiful Anguilla. We've been out here for a week
now. Small country.
small environment, private island.
Like 15,000 people. It's
15,000.
nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Literally where we grew up had more people,
A city, yeah.
but absolutely breathtaking view, breathtaking experience. Right now we're staying at the Four Seasons up here in a private villa. Crazy fact. Even LeBron stays up here. You know what I'm saying? So
heavy.
yeah, it's a different level. So we said, if we're going to start, why don't we start correctly, start the right way, start at a different experience, and kind of take you guys on the journey of what we getting into.
Man.
So, little toast. We got the coconut water here.
Yeah, let's toast off right for first.
Toast to the first of many.
First of many.
The first of better. The wealth. The health. Into a long life and prosperity, man.
Come on.
Love you.
Love you, bro.
Salud. Nothing's gonna beat a fresh coconut. What do you mean?
All right. So I think we should start off with each sort of story on just starting something that we thought maybe was difficult before even going into it, that we, pushed aside. Me personally, I think I'll start with when I first started my marketing agency. I probably spent 3 months just researching and figuring out what was the right thing to do. Because the thing about starting, people feel, or at least I felt like, I want to do it right off the jump. I want to be perfect, and I want everything to be in line, and for me to know what I'm saying and all of that stuff. And when that's the case and that's the conditions you want, you're constantly pushing it back, because you'll never truly feel that it's perfect, or what you want to happen falls in line with what will actually happen, So yeah, when I first started the agency, took me 3 months. Then when I finally did it, probably took a week, and I had everything set up. I had the company, the email, domain, website, all of that stuff. And it took probably a week when really it took 3 months, and then I'd push it back and find other things to do that where I felt productive, but I wasn't really. Took 3 months, and then finally, when I just said, "Let me do it right now," took me a full week, and I finished everything that I was pushing aside. So it's really the power of starting, but not only starting, continuing. And yeah, that's how I felt. That's my story, at least. It was.
And now look, and now you have so much more going for you. You know, when you keep that same perspective and you attach that same mindset to other things that you're working on.
Yeah.
You know, so that's big. That's huge. I'd give you a short one. I think that my story starts from failure. You know, this isn't my first endeavor. I had for UGK, you know, that brand, that understanding, that mentality, that perspective, that collective, which turned into actually for US. So my story kind of starts from a failure, but I don't even think it's a failure. I think it starts from a lesson. Let me not say failure. It starts from a lesson and understanding that nobody's gonna have your same vision. You might have people around you that can see things, or see in you potential, but might not see the same vision that God gave you. So my story starts from a lesson of saying, you know, you might have a dream and your fear might slow you down, but starting and saying, no matter who sees it, no matter who's around, to be able to empower your next level, understanding that at the same time, man, if you don't start it, you'll always live with that guilt. You'll always live with that resentment of saying, I wish I did. I wish I did.
Yeah.
So, and that's why now we have for US and for Unknown Society. And we've done an album. We have another one on the way. We're about to do merch and all these other things and all these other different endeavors. Also, real estate and property management. So we're just doing so much, but it only started out of a sense of a lesson of something that we started beforehand, and we had to revamp it to something new.
Yeah.
You know, so that's my starting story. That's how I feel like I started.
I like that.
Even introduce ourselves, I think, is big.
Mm.
And what we like, what we do. I mean, obviously we're brothers, but I'm Roman. I'm the older one, 23, and I guess my hobbies and what I love to do is obviously poetry. I love music, rap, hip hop, but really all genres. I love motivating people. I love the sense of enjoyment I see out of other people and making other people happy and smiling. But on top of that, I think I'm such a family person and I'm always with family. I'm always kick up. I'm a real homebody at heart. I think I just love the idea of seeing my people, but seeing all people do better in whatever capacity they're in. Yeah, I think that's a basic introduction. I think more and more you'll see more of who I am and being able to see more of what I give or what I bring to the table. But yeah, I think that's
All right. Yeah. So me, I'm the youngest one. You know, the young buck.
youngin.
Just coming through. Name is Joshua the Roman. My interests are pretty much same things like music and writing, creating. I really get a kick out of, like creating something new out of nothing, or crafting something based on, or my own spin on something that classics or stuff that you guys would like. That's really where I get my joy. But yeah, that's pretty much, you guys are gonna see the stuff we into. Like, we can say it, but you guys are all gonna see it. Like, all the stuff we enjoy, spending time with family, kick up, watching movies. I'm a simple person, like I just like kicking up with my people I enjoy, and doing things I like. Like, that's really just who I am. So nothing too crazy. But yeah, that's us. We should have started this with an interview. I mean, with our
Background.
introduction. Yeah, like,
But
who
hey,
we are.
at least we started.
Yeah, at least we started.
Yeah, that's all it is.
At least we
At
started.
least we started on it, So we're gonna get better and we're gonna have a better format
Oh yeah,
of
we're
how
gonna
we kind of
format
move
this.
and move forward. But this is just the first. This is just the beginning. But to more of it, to more blessings, to more understanding, and to more knowledge. The first of many. Love you guys.
First of many. Tune in for next week. We're dropping some more history head talk.